Welcome to today's video. In this video, we'll cover a complete guide on how to calculate the right solar system for your home. If you're planning to install solar panels, it's essential to understand the process of selecting the right components to match your energy needs. We'll go over everything, including inverter selection, battery size, solar panel power and current calculation, and the number of solar panels you'll need. Now let's dive right in. Let's start with inverter selection. The inverter is one of the most crucial components of your solar system. It converts the DC power generated by the solar panels into AC power, which is used by your household appliances. The first thing you need to do is calculate your home's energy load. You should know the total wattage of all the appliances you plan to run using solar energy at the same time. For instance, the air conditioner, fridge, fans, lights, and any other devices that will run simultaneously. Now, once you have the total wattage, you can select the right inverter. For example, if your home load is 3,500 watts, you'll need an inverter with a slightly higher capacity to handle peak loads and ensure your system runs efficiently. Typically, inverters are rated in kilowatts, and for this load, a 3.5 kW or 4 kW inverter would be ideal. You'll want to select an inverter with a capacity that matches your peak load, but also provides some extra capacity to avoid overloading. Next, we move on to battery size selection. If you want to store energy for use at night or during cloudy days, you'll need a battery bank. To calculate the size of your battery, you'll need to know your daily energy consumption and how long you want to run your appliances on battery power alone. For instance, if your daily consumption is around 10 Nk and you want to run your system for 2 days without sun, you'd need a battery bank that can provide at least 20 Nk of stored energy. It's important to select a battery with a capacity that meets your backup needs but also takes into account the efficiency loss. Now, let's talk about solar panel power. Solar panels are rated by their wattage, typically between 300 to 600 watts per panel, depending on the type of panel you choose. When calculating the required wattage of your solar panels, you need to factor in the daily energy consumption of your home and the number of peak sun hours in your location. Let's assume you need to generate 10 HMEH per day. If each solar panel generates 300 watts under optimal conditions, each panel would produce 1.2 Q per day, 300 watts x 5 hours of sunlight. To meet your 10 cube requirement, you would need at least 8 to 10 solar panels of 300 watts each. Now, we'll calculate the solar panel current. This step is necessary for selecting the correct wiring and ensuring your system is properly set up. To calculate the current, you need to know the voltage rating of the solar panel and use the formula. Current equals power in watts / voltage in volts. For instance, if your panel is 300 watts and operates at 30 volts, the current will be approximately 10 amps, 300 watts / 30 volts. You'll need to ensure your wiring can handle this current to avoid any safety issues. Next, let's calculate the solar panel quantity. To determine how many solar panels you'll need, take your daily energy consumption and divide it by the energy produced by each panel per day. For example, if you consume 10 microns per day and each panel produces 1.2 microns per day, you would need approximately 10,000 solar panels. However, it's always a good idea to overestimate slightly and install a few extra panels to ensure you can meet your energy needs, especially if the weather is less sunny than expected. Finally, we'll go over the home load calculation. This is a critical step to determine how much power your solar system should generate. Add up the wattage of all the appliances you plan to run at the same time. For example, if you have an air conditioner that uses 2,500 watts, a fridge that uses 300 watts, lights that use 150 watts, fans that use 400 watts, and other smaller appliances, your total load could easily be around 3,500 watts or more. Always account for any peak usage times, such as when the AC is on, along with other appliances to ensure your system is adequately sized. Once you have all the information, you can select the right solar system components for your home. Ensure that your inverter, battery, and solar panels are properly matched to your energy needs. For example, if your total home load is 3,500 watts, your solar panel system should generate enough energy to meet that demand. And the battery should store enough power for backup. The inverter should be able to handle the peak load without any issues. Now that we've covered all the necessary calculations, it's important to note that solar systems can vary depending on your location, roof space, budget, and specific energy needs. You can always work with a professional installer who can help you design a custom system based on these calculations. Before we wrap up, a few additional tips. When designing your solar system, it's always better to overestimate your needs rather than underestimate them. This way you ensure that your system can handle any unexpected increases in load or less than ideal weather conditions. Also, choose high-quality solar panels and inverters from reliable brands to ensure long-term durability and efficiency. I hope this guide has helped you understand the process of calculating and selecting the right solar system for your home. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to the channel for more informative content on solar energy and related topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.